Hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Let's do it. Zack Snyder's Justice League is an action-adventure fantasy from director Zack Snyder and HBO Max. The film stars Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Diane Lane, Ezra Miller, Jason Momoa, Ray Fisher, Amy Adams, and Ciaran Hinds. Determined to ensure Superman's ultimate sacrifice was not in vain, Bruce Wayne aligns forces with Diana Prince with plans to recruit a team of metahumans to protect the world from an approaching threat of catastrophic proportions. Now, before I get to the actual review, let me just say that this will be a spoiler-free video. If you want to hear my full, spoilery thoughts, Chris and I will be going deep on Zack Snyder's Justice League on the next episode of our podcast, Mass Media Hysteria, which will be up on my channel on Monday, so check back for that if you want to see it. And we hope you will, because it'll be fun. So I assume we all know the basic backstory of this project. Zack Snyder left 2017's Justice League due to a family tragedy and the studio really pushing back against his vision. Then the release the Snyder Cut movement happened, and HBO Max ponied up the dough for Snyder to complete his vision in its entirety.
That feels like an oversimplification.
And good for him, that's cool. I would imagine it was a big part of the grieving and closure process. That's great. And while I thought the theatrical cut of Justice League was okay, I had some fun with it. Recently I tried to rewatch it and I got about halfway through and I was so bored I turned it off. So I was very curious, even just from an academic level, to see how different this cut would be. And it is, and it isn't. It's a lot longer, there's a huge amount of added detail and character stuff, which I appreciated, but the story itself is essentially the same. It's the same main major beats. Having said that, I do absolutely think this is a marked improvement on the theatrical cut. It's still got some humor, much of which landed for me, but it fits the tone of this movie a lot better than Joss Whedon's sort of quippy, goofy dialogue. And this movie is just very Zack Snyder. You might call it his magnum opus. It's really, really long. It's got a lot of slow-mo, a lot of speed ramping, a lot of washed out colors, tableaus. Parts of it really look a lot like 300. I think Snyder fans will love this thing, and people who don't like Snyder, this is not going to change your opinion on him at all. It might actually make you feel stronger than you already do. Now, like I said, this movie is really long. It's 4 hours and 2 minutes, and while I thought the pacing was actually really good, I still really felt the length. I had to take a couple of breaks during this thing. And honestly, I don't think this thing needed to be this long. There were a lot of bits that just didn't feel like they needed to be there. That said, Zack Snyder got a bit of a redo on this project. He decided to put it all out there. I respect that, even though I probably won't sit through this thing in its entirety again anytime soon. As far as characters getting more fleshed out, we definitely get more Batman and Aquaman. Wonder Woman has a little bit more to do, but not really all that much. It's really Flash and Cyborg who really felt like afterthoughts in the theatrical cut. They're given a whole lot more here. They both have really solid character arcs. Both of them have a couple of moments each in the sort of final act where they really, really shine. And then what of the Joker? Well, you're gonna have to wait a long time to see him. But I really liked the scene. It was far better than anything he did in Suicide Squad, in that we get like an idea of his character here. And I did love that scene. Having said that, though, there were 2 lines in that scene that really didn't work for me. One of them in particular came from the Joker, and I was just like, really? Was that entirely necessary? There's also quite a bit of swearing in this flick, so just know that going in if that's a problem for you. We also get more Alfred, which is great because I love Jeremy Irons in that role. And Steppenwolf has, purpose, so that's cool. We actually learn why he's doing what he's doing. There's some character there, and a lot more screen time. Now, I think we'll all agree that the best change in this version is Henry Cavill's upper lip. I would caution you about getting super excited about lots more Superman, though. The size of his role is about the same. Though the way he's utilized in the final battle is great. That whole final battle, I had a huge smile on my face. In fact, the final act, including the epilogue, was definitely my favorite portion of the film. Now, I will say this about the aspect ratio. I get why Snyder did it. Really didn't like it in the trailers. Really didn't like it when the movie started, and then fortunately my eyes just adjusted and I didn't even notice it after that. Now, the visual effects of the theatrical cut took a lot of criticism, and with good reason. Now, a lot of them were perfectly fine. I had no problems with them. Steppenwolf looked really bad. Like PlayStation 3 bad. Which is good for PlayStation 3, but it's bad for a theatrical film. He looks a lot better here, both the design and the execution of the CGI, but he still doesn't look amazing. We're not talking like Thanos level here at all. Aside from that, most of the visual effects in here are quite good. However, there is one scene with the Flash during the final battle that looked pretty bad. Like, looked unfinished. The music in here I'm mixed on. The score by Junkie XL, credited here as Tom Holkenborg, that I really, really liked. It has elements of the Man of Steel score, it has elements of BVS, and unlike Danny Elfman's orchestration in the theatrical cut of Justice League with the wacky strings on Wonder Woman's theme, now here he busts it old school with the electric cello, and I love it. However, the usage of popular music in this film didn't work for me at all, with the exception of Hallelujah over the closing credits, because that was Zack Snyder's daughter's favorite song. And I'll admit, when the title For Autumn came on screen at the end of the film, I got a little choked up. There's so much more to talk about in this movie, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't found 4 hours to sit down and watch this thing yet. So I'll save all my full spoiler thoughts for the podcast that'll be going up on my channel on Monday. Overall though, I quite enjoyed this version of Justice League. It's still got problems, it's crazy long, it feels overwrought at times, some of the jokes don't land, but it definitely feels like a singular vision, and I'm happy for Snyder that he got to finish it. And I'm even happier for all the fans who clamored for this thing and actually made it happen. Congratulations, that's awesome. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I think I'm gonna give Zack Snyder's Justice League a...
How many people that you saved have you saved?
I...
Never mind.
out of 10. So now, I wanna know, have you seen Zack Snyder's Justice League? What did you think about it? Who is your favorite member of the league itself? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. But please, guys, let's be civil. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.